All right, Coach Brooke, come on up. Here you go.
Hello. Y'all got pizza. You're so not going to be paying attention. This is like my kids at home.
Y'all pay attention.
No, you're good. You're good. Eat away. Anytime you can get some free food, take advantage of it. All right? How's the quarter going? Almost over. Almost over. I know. I feel you. Winter quarter is hard. Winter quarter is hard. Hang tough. All right? Hey, I want to thank you. I know a lot of you guys have shown up at our games this year. We're currently 9-1 at home, and that's a big deal. Yes. I want to help you guys make our student section the best in Conference USA. And I know we've been on the road. We were on the road for 8 of 10, and then we've been home for 3 straight. We have our last home game for this week on Thursday against Charlotte. They're currently sitting at first in the Eastern Division. We're 1 game out of first in the West. So it's a huge game for us on Thursday night at 6:30. So we'd love for you guys to come out, bring your friends, have a good time. I know I've seen a bunch of people at the men's games. We are currently 1 game out of first. All right. We need you there. We need you loud. All right. Hey, if I need to bring pizza for you in the student section, I can do that too. All right. Hey, no, really, it's important. And what I want you guys to know as leaders in your respective areas on campus and a part of SGA, if there's anything, I know I've said this before, if there's anything that we can ever do to help you guys out, if there's an initiative on campus, if there's something that you're trying to get done, I'm a fellow grad, okay, 2002 College of Business. Anybody College of Business in here? I'm so old that I was in the old building that's no longer here on the corner right there. So you guys get to enjoy that new Cobb building. That's awesome. But again, I think it's important that we all work together and make this a great experience for you as a college student. Make our campus one of the most enjoyable experiences in your student time here. And the way we do that is all do it together. We want you guys to have fun. We want to make it enjoyable, and we want to get after it together and have a lot of good memories for you guys when you leave here. Okay. Any questions? How many of you guys have been to a game this season? That's what I like to see. All right, y'all doing it right over here. Okay. Who has not been to a game and is coming on Thursday? I will cut. Who needs a ride to the game? Who needs a shirt to come to the game? All right, yeah. I got a few of those. Yeah. All right. No, I appreciate you guys and what you're doing on campus. But again, I want you to understand if there's anything that we can ever do in terms of helping you push an initiative on campus, getting things done and getting things accomplished that you want as students, I'm more than happy to do that. As an alum, as an employee, my office is in the TAC. I don't care. Show up at my office. All right. Send me an email. We're more than happy to help with anything that you guys need. And we just want to have a great experience for you guys as students and for our student athletes. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that you do. Be there Thursday night, 6:30 versus Charlotte, and get real loud. All right. Bring a lot of friends with you. Hey, if any of you guys, I have 2 kids, any of you guys are really good babysitters, shoot me an email. They're pretty, they play by themselves, they're good. They just need a taxi driver pretty much, Uber.
Give it up for Coach Brooke.
Let me say something. Hey, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Nice, Coach.
Y'all, before Coach Sarah leaves, hey, listen up. I just wanted to let y'all know that, so just kind of like the head coach have been talking to us, we've been going to talk to the sports teams too, just to kind of have a different kind of relationship with them. And so today, Gabe and I went and had a little chat with the women's basketball team, and they were very intentional about what can we do to get people to come to games. Like, what advice do you have for us in that? And I just wanted y'all to know that was really special. They said that They can't dunk, but they might try if y'all come. So I think it'd be really important it's really important for us to go support the women's basketball team, just like we support the men's basketball team, especially after Women's in Sports Day. So, y'all, let's go.
9-1. We do win.
They win.
Thanks, Coach. All right, we'll backtrack and we'll go ahead and see if the Madam Secretary. Oh, I'm sorry. After all that commotion, we'll now observe our moment of silence. So, one moment. All right, thank you. At this time, who's going to do it? Miss Lindsay Thornton will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Little community service representing back there. Okay, let's move into if the Madam Secretary has a role.
Absolutely not.
There could have been people here that I didn't see, so I'm just calling out people I'm not sure of. Monet? Here. Okay. Lily Savage? Trent Bryant? Morgan Fitzpatrick? Amanda Waller? Oh, there you are. And Abe. Okay. That is all.
Awesome. And before we move any further in the meeting tonight, I want to go ahead and start by encouraging everyone, if you're not actively doing something pertaining to the SGA right now, so that we get all the important dates that are coming later because we get closer to a big event, try and put those laptops away, put those devices away while we don't want this to be a homework session, right? So try and put that stuff away, especially because the live stream sees nothing but everybody looking down at the stuff. So I encourage you strongly, put the stuff away so that we can hear what's going on and we can work on that communication. Okay, so now we'll move into the Madam President's report.
Topic 9.
Y'all know I'm so bad at doing my slide. I'm so sorry. So I don't really have a whole lot. Today, like I said earlier, we're meeting with the sports teams just to kind of, chit chat back and forth. Just let them know kind of what we are because at the clinic that I work at, it's contracted with the school. So we work with a lot of tech athletes and a lot of them don't know what SGA is. And so I thought it was really important for us to kind of just let them know kind of what we do for them, and especially if they have any ideas for Sarah's department. And then today we had a Tolliver Hall renovation meeting, kind of with Wes, Dr. Crawford, Michael and Harrison came with me, and just kind of about the future of Tolliver Hall. So it's got some super exciting things coming this summer, and that's going to entail Starbucks mows, new seating, new furniture, all the goods. Some new art.
Yeah,
Woo, y'all give it up. That's a good. Yes, and that's set. The goal is for that to be done in September. Yay! Other than that, I don't. Okay.
You talking about your job this week? Because I'm talking about mine.
Oh, yes. One of the things that I told the exec to do, and I forgot, that's what I couldn't remember, is we're going to talk a little bit about our positions this week and what we do, because since we vote on election dates, our positions come from the SGA body right now. So everybody on SGA is qualifies to run for an executive position. And so this is around the time of year that people start thinking about that. And with us just voting on elections last week, like I said, I thought it would be kind of beneficial to all of you to hear about a little bit about what we do. So my job is a lot of things. Constitutionally, I oversee the cabinet and kind of our executive team and all the functionings of SGA, everything else. So like I told y'all if y'all came to the address. So I sit on basically every committee that there is ever on the campus. So that's a little time consuming. I also communicate with Wes, Dr. Crawford, and Mr. Speed about all the happenings of SGA, and also kind of make sure that the student voice is heard all over campus and not just in within SGA. So that's a little bit about my job. I have to work 20 office hours a week constitutionally, and so that is a lot of responsibility aside your classes. So that's one thing that I do want to stress, because I don't feel like that's emphasized enough, is that 20 hours a week is a lot. And so, you know, get the good fight is make sure you keep that in mind, because you hold yourself accountable for your office hours. Another thing that with my job, it's starts the day you get elected and not in September. So if you have time commitments from May to September, I would suggest this is just for you. But if you do want to do it, I think y'all come talk to me, please come talk to me. My office hours are the same. My number is my number. It's on the drive for sure. All the exec members are going to talk a little bit about their position, just so you can know a little bit about more what they do outside of what the Constitution says that they do.
Awesome. Thanks, Kiara.
Love y'all.
Okay, my turn. Back in my chair. Okay, so my job. Well, first I have some other briefing items. If I could get the. Okay, so legislative effectiveness. I want to revisit this one more time. Senators, we were talking a lot about South. I met with Senator Freeman, another senator in campus improvement, and there's a lot of big picture stuff that's not going to be obtainable by bills, and they're talking about resolutions and things like that. And I just want to remind you guys, because we've had a lot of discussion about what is a resolution, even myself, Kiara, and Wes, about what do we want resolutions to do. And I think a resolution is something as a last resort. We've urged the administration to do X, Y, Z, and we want to show you, kind of like whenever you go meet with somebody and they say negative, and you say, well, I'm going to go get a petition with all these signatures, and I'm going to speak on everybody's behalf and show you how important this is. That's what I want resolution to be, and I would imagine that many of you senators do as well, right, that they carry weight. So the way that we make that happen is we allow, we sit and whenever we have an idea, we go talk to somebody about it first. Right? Say I want to change University Hall setup. Before I write a resolution, and then I, the vice president, that's one thing I'll talk about in my job, deliver that to the people that you say it needs to go to, and they say, what is this? Right? Try and go reach out to those people and talk to them and see, is this a resolution? Is this a work order? Is this just a simple conversation? Because it can be also kind of rubbing people the wrong way when I've now said, here's what the student body wants you to do. Do it. And it's like, okay, we can knock that out in a work order. You know what I mean? Or we can talk about that. Or here's why we can't do that. Or you've addressed it to the wrong place, right? To somebody that doesn't even relate to. So I encourage you, senators, if you are working on resolutions, to try and have those conversations with folks and do the research, talking to people before it's on the floor. But if you send me something, I'm not going to shut it down. I encourage you to send me anything and everything that you're wanting to address. And I may say, hey, go talk to this person. Okay? All right. Because we're going to talk about update on legislation that has been passed. Resolutions, let's see, the bill about the water bottle. I didn't get a response out of campus improvement. Did y'all have any more locations identified, Abram?
No.
Okay. Well, I think Julia did. So she's got some, and I talked to her. I just want to make sure y'all didn't come up with any.
Right.
Okay, so Julia has some. She already had passed the previous bill, or that bill got passed. Y'all approved it. And what I told Mr. Peel, the physical plant director, what we're going to do is talk to Ty as well. We're going to hold off the ordering of the one for Keeney Hall until we get, if Jalea has some more, the Senate to consider that. There's one for Carson Taylor being considered by the Cans delegation. And once we get all of them together, and if y'all approve all of them, we'll take all of that as, over and order them at the same time. That way there's not a backlog of them sitting there. So we kind of phase it in at one time. Does that make sense? So that's what we're doing with the water fountains. So if you come up with any, I'm going to go ahead and appoint, go to campus improvement, but I'm also going to tell Senator Payne's working on a big one, so you can talk to her. And if you're interested in a location, you can also be on that bill. So help her. She's doing a lot. Is there any other legislation that y'all are wondering about the current status of? Anything major? Okay, because that's all I can come to mind is something that I'm still working on. Oh, the bench thing. That was you, right? Ultimately, it came down to it was some purchasing issues last year, whether it was this one said this and this came down to this. It's a whole long thing about everybody saying, well, I think this person knows about it and this person knows about it. Ultimately, we came down to we're not sure exactly what happened last year with it. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just one of those things where the senators stopped kind of saying, hey, what's up here? So let me help you out with that. So if you're interested in taking that up again, come see me and we'll talk more in detail about it, about what needs to happen and some logistical issues, but I don't think anything major. Anyways. Okay, engagement exercise. There was a little confusion about engagement exercises. So engagement exercises for the Senate, we're going to do it via committee because that's really the only organizational structure. And I think saying all class senators go hang out, that'd be crazy. And I think it's cool that committees are made up of all kinds of folks from different parts of campus. So it'd be nice if y'all do it via committee. So committee persons, y'all don't have to do anything major. You don't have to go to an amusement park or schedule a whole day to hang out. Just go get coffee or say, hey, let's go to so-and-so's house or whatever. Nothing major. It's not necessarily something where if you don't do, you're fired immediately. But we just encourage you to do it because it fosters camaraderie, right? So if you, chairpersons, if you need help planning that, let me know. My job. So my name in the group me is Dick Cheney, and that is that's who that person is. He was the VP under Bush. And the chief of staff under Big Bush. So my job, just the legalities of it, I have to work 16 hours a week in the office, which sometimes it ends up being more than that. Sometimes it ends up being less than that. You make it for it the next week. So 16 hours in the office. I'm the leader of the legislative branch and a member of the executive branch. My main job is to lead the Senate, but I also help advise Kiara and help out anywhere else I can. That's identified. So, Gage, we're having an issue with this. Well, I come in and help brainstorm. Advise where I can. Lead the Senate. Yeah. So that's my favorite part of the job, is I get to lead the Senate. I help, obviously, through debate, put on meetings, make the PowerPoints, format bills and resolutions. I help advise on. I would say do the website, but there are things that I'm like, I have no idea how to do this, but I want this done. So I just advise Mr. Bronson on how I would like it to look, and then we go from there. I counsel senators. So senators that come to me and say, I have this big idea, I either say, here's the answer, or I say, here's where you go for the answer, and help them work on the legislation. I work with the judiciary for the executive. So I am kind of the person that goes in between, a lot of times, between these 9 justices and the president and the rest of the exec. And I try to help with the website minutes, etc. So that's my job. If someone wants to run for vice president and you're scared about this part of the job, come to me and I'll coach you through Robert's rules, how to run meeting, all the details of my job. If you are at all interested in being vice president, come talk to me, and I assure you, if you are serious about it, it would really be beneficial for next year. That way you're just not showing up on the first day with a gavel like, okay, let's start meeting, and you're like, what do I do, right? So anyways, I'll give you all the tools you need. Any questions about my job? Okay, well, what's up, Camden? I'm not answering. No, that's Dick Cheney, vice president under Bush, and he was the chief of staff under Big Bush. Any other questions? Okay, senators, keep up the great work. Y'all are like killing it right now. Keep it up. Keep going out. Keep reaching out. Keep emailing people, and I'll support you the whole way. The treasurer's report. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks, Emma.
Hey.
All right.
They're transitioning. Go ahead. No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm a treasurer, and I'm explaining. Anyway, I deal with money. Every quarter, I write the budget that y'all see and have to divide up. How much goes where. I keep track of how much money we have in our university account every month. I get an email from Dr. Crawford that has a ledger with a bunch of stuff that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense until somebody tells you what it all means. To figure out where we spend money and make sure that everything lines up with my records. I write a lot of purchase requisitions for things that we pay for. I have to help y'all to make sure that things we want to buy can be bought, and where to buy them from. I work a lot with Wes doing that. That's probably the worst part of the job. Let's see, I work with Dr. Crawford a lot, as far as the numbers side of things go. What else do I do? I write bids, so anything that has to be bidded out, which means we have to send it out to several different vendors, and whoever gets the lowest price wins the bid. I have to write those to get the best deal on certain things. I work with the purchasing office indirectly, because things that I see, they don't always see, things that they see, I don't always see, and all of that fun stuff. And y'all wanted me to tell y'all that we got pizza for y'all. I figured y'all would
Miss
get that.
Ty's
Unless I love you.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah. Hi. And he gets to sit next to me.
Oh, another part of my job, besides when I get pizza, is I have to be the bad guy a lot. I have to make y'all do things that are not enjoyable for y'all to do. What? Is there any questions? Do you ever want to share with the class? Evan?
I said you should have said no. You should have gone home.
Yeah, I have to be the bad guy, and tell y'all no sometimes, or give y'all complicated ways to go about things, but that's, they're not my rules, unfortunately, that I follow. So if anybody has any questions about what I do, it'd be a lot easier to figure out what I do if you just come and sit with me for a day and watch me do it, and tell you how to do it. It's hard to explain what I do on a daily basis. If anybody has any questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you about it.
Okay. Riveting report, Ty. Thank you. The Madam Secretary's report.
Okay, so anyway, I know that we've had some people talking about some communication issues, and because of that, I'm going to get every single person in here right now to pull out the phone. I know Gabe told you to put it away, but pull it back out. And all of y'all are going to text 8-10-10, and most of you are probably already signed up for the remind, but this is going to ensure that every single person in here is signed up for the remind. And you're going to text LA Tech SG. It's not SGA, it's just SG. But text that. But this way, whenever we do have announcements and stuff, I know a lot of y'all probably already do them, but if we send out text messages saying like important stuff, so everybody pay attention to that. And if you do have your group me on mute, please turn it off like that right now. Please make sure you have your group me on, because that's also how we miss important messages. And look for the red sirens every single time. Another fun announcement is we finally got the graduation skulls in. So if you're graduating in winter of 2022, I'm going to need you to text me right now. And even if you've already told me to my face multiple times, text me right now. And y'all are going to check with me to get them from the office. Don't just come in there and grab them. Just come check with me first. If you're graduating in spring, you can also come get yours, but still check with me, because I want to make sure that we're going to actually do this the right way and not have people getting up through them. Important dates coming up. Gage kind of talked a little bit about it, but we have engagement exercises due on the 15th. That is really easy and fun. Just go hang out with your department, go hang out with your committee. Just do something enjoyable. Get to know each other a little bit. Come back with a fun fact. It could be your monthly meeting. If you're a cabinet department, that can be your monthly meeting. And we also have a political action week coming up. Yeah. And a recycling drive on the 20th. Woo! Yeah. And y'all want to sign up for that. Of course, they're going to send that out for y'all once again. And big event on April 23rd. I'm beating a dead horse with that one. We got in here every week until we have it. So make sure your calendar is marked. Now, as for my role as secretary, my job is to obviously take meeting minutes every week. I also take roll and keep up with that, keep up with excuses, unexcused absences, harp on y'all for dates all the time and tell y'all when things are going on. Pretty much just make sure that we're all staying on track and doing our job within SGA. So, yeah. If y'all want to learn more about it, if you are interested, feel free to come talk to me about it. Text me, call me, anything. You can probably in the office and I'll probably be there. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. And I recommend.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Sign up for a remind. And don't, Walker, text me via remind. Silly goose. Advisors report. Mr. Advisor?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
International Scholarship Dinner on March 26th.
All right, thank you. All right, the advisors. Does the advisor have a report?
I had COVID last week, that's why I wasn't here. Second time this year I've had it, it's real fun. This year. Not in 2022. Ciara said that maybe I should suggest. Yeah, it didn't come out right. I know, it's kind of weird, wasn't it? That if you're gonna run for exec, maybe come talk to me, but honestly, man, it doesn't matter if you come talk to me or not, you're gonna have to work with me, so. My job, I was a high school official earlier this year.
And continue.
So if you're interested in running for Wes's job, come see him. Thanks, Wes. Big round of applause. Okay, let's move on to cabinet reports. Do any members of the cabinet have a report? Environmental action.
Hey guys, what do you think I'm gonna talk about?
What?
She's been waiting for that all.
Thursday, yeah, I've been waiting for that all year, man. Okay, so this Thursday, we've actually teamed up with Greenscape Club. So who has actually like heard of the succulent sales? Or like bought a succulent? Right, yay, okay, so Greenscape is a smaller South Campus org, you know, we talk about helping out smaller orgs all year. So we actually reached out to them and we're like, hey, y'all want some help? And they're like, yeah. So not only are we getting like our whole budget for this sale this week, we're also offering up some manpower for them since they are smaller orders. So this Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., yes, I know that's 6 hours, yes, I know that's a long time. We have 12 spots that are open, and we just need y'all to sign up for an hour slot. Dan is already signed up for one, thank you. So that's 11. So here's the thing, like, I know not everybody signs up for recycling, I know not everybody likes recycling, and that's fine, that only affects us. But if we don't have those 12 people out of 100 people sign up for the 12 spots this Thursday, that's gonna look really bad on us. And not really want small orders to like reach out to us for help anymore. So I'm really asking you all, if you haven't signed up for recycling here, if you haven't signed up for anything here, take the opportunity. It's calling your name, sign up for it, it's gonna be great. It's supposed to be beautiful weather on Thursday. Can I say what it is? Yeah, it's a something sale, and it's like a cut flower thing. So you can like make your own bouquet for your honey if you need it.
Woo!
You don't have to get to it, so. Yes, it's a different process. People from Greenscape will be there. It's great time to talk to them about SGA if they don't know what it is. Just show support for South Campus and smaller orders. So I'm about to send out the link. Please sign up, please. But yeah, if you have any questions, just text me or whatever. But that's it. Yes, this Thursday, like day after tomorrow. In Centennial Plaza. It says on the link that I'm gonna send out. It says where and when and the slots. But yes, thank you.
All right. Mr. Broussard.
I'd like to thank everybody again for coming out last week, SGA week. If you did come out, yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourselves and whatnot. I know the pie event did get postponed. we're gonna reschedule it for like an end of the quarter de-stressor, so it'll probably be next week, or maybe the week after that. So if you're worried about, that was gonna be your second event or whatever, come find me, we can talk about it, and I'll work out something with that. Also, like, with that too, just from looking at the sign-in sheets, and from people who I physically saw at the events that were there, 55 SGA members out of the 101 that we have in here came to the minimum 2 events. So, yeah, and I'm gonna turn over that list to Elizabeth so she can do her job and, deal with that. Also cross-reference that with excuses. So if you came to an event and forgot to use a sign-in sheet, that was there at every event. Come find me so we can sort it out. Love y'all.
Thank you, Max. Big round of applause for Max. Hey, Ethan. Sports.
Hi, like Brooke said, the game's Thursday for them. But also, tennis has matches at home for the rest of February. So go support them. I think their next one is the 11th. And also, baseball and softball tickets will be live on the 14th at 9 a.m.
Yeah, baseball.
For the whole season except for big games. So like the LSU game, we won't be there. That news is on LA Tech Sports app, which y'all need to download in order to get your chance.
Thank you. All right. Go ahead, Ethan.
All right.
Yield Ethan your full attention, please.
So, Election Week is coming up here soon. I'm really excited about it. I've been having a lot of meetings with people to get stuff set up. But I do want to give you all a little bit of a rundown of what it's going to look like. I'll give you all some more details about the entirety of it. But just to give you an idea, we're really trying to revamp it. A lot of times, especially here on campus, people look at politics in general and they're like, why should I get involved in all this mess and that sort of stuff? And we're trying to really convey that they can actually make a difference in this regard. So we're partnering with the school design, and we're going to be doing a mural. That's really cool. They reached out to me a little bit about that. We're going to have student input into that, and then actual school design students will actually be finishing that mural as well. That will be on campus. So we will also have that night on Tuesday the higher education board. We're going to have a really cool group of people. We'll be reaching out to Dr. Wood here soon. Right now we have Dr. Geis and Dr. Magner, and then also an alumni representative. So if you guys have any questions that you want to offer for specific tech in that regard, that's where you'll go. That next day on Wednesday, March 23rd, we're going to have a meet with Senators Day. So Senators, I'll be sending out a sign-up sheet too soon. It's going to be very similar to the coffee in Congress, if you remember any of those events. Also on that night, another really cool one in partnership, we're going to be partnering with the OMA and the History Department. I've been in contact with Dean Lavon and Dr. Zigmont. We're going to be doing a historical exhibit on the diversification of the political landscape. And we'll have a keynote speaker that night as well. So that's really cool. And then Thursday, to finish out Political Action Week, we're going to have, if you guys have better titles, please send them my way. Politics and Pancakes. But basically, we're going to be reaching out to the political organizations in the quad, and they'll be tabling there. And we're also inviting several of our representatives from the state. We also have reached out to a senator, and they're going to be there to talk to students here on campus. So I don't know if you've ever had a representative on campus before, if you've ever done that, but it's a very rare occurrence. So come talk to them. It's a really cool opportunity. So those are a couple of those events. And once again, it is going to be from March 22nd through the 24th. So please put that on the calendar. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks. Yes, ma'am.
Hey y'all. Okay, it's been a while. Tuesday, so next Thursday, February 17th, we are having our second annual trivia day with BSU. If y'all didn't come last year, it's super fun. We don't need anybody to work it, but it's kind of a Wheel of Fortune-esque. Come spin a wheel, answer a question, win a prize. It's very fun. And then we are doing something something that we've never really done before. Last week of March, so March is International Women's Month, we are gonna be having an International Women's Week. I know you guys are things together, and because this is a new event, we're really gonna need y'all's help to publicize it, come to the events, you know. Don't have to be a really fun, we want all of y'all to come and participate, but more information will be coming in the upcoming weeks about that. So yeah, just a few things to be looking for, that's it.
All right, thank you. Evan. Kelly.
It's a big weekend, y'all. We got the Super Bowl this weekend, if y'all didn't know. I set a poll in the group meeting last week. I don't know the results because I'm not in the group meeting. One week suspicion. But you guys check the group meeting results of the poll last week. You can see what SGA voted for to win the football game. For my personal guess, you got to pick without emotion. I know a bunch of y'all are Louisiana fans, and y'all really ride the Bengals hard. But I have the Rams money line, Super Bowl. I think Matt Stafford will get the win.
Yeah.
Wow, chill.
Yeah, like it.
Thank you, Evan. Okay, Kelly.
Okay, talking about publicizing events. I've been talking with our social media strategist, Gavin and Kelly, a lot lately because he wears smiles. And we've been talking about how to effectively advertise events and stuff, and how he does it for the university. So he recommended that we start post the event 48 hours in advance and then boost it the day of. So like plant things that we're doing, I'm sorry. The second sale thing that we're doing. I'm going to do that tonight, right after meeting, about 7:30-ish, and then we're gonna push it out again Thursday morning before the event. So that's how things are gonna kind of go. We need for people to share these events. Abigail shared our meeting time, and she shared the ISA graphic that we posted on our stories. You can either hold down on the story and screenshot it and share it to your story really quick, tag SGA, or we have made it way more easier for y'all to find the graphics folder in the SGA drive. It's right there beside like cabinet, exec, senate, all that stuff. So it's right there. In the responses last week, which ripped to my feelings, I said it in the whatever, because it was a lot about we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on within SGA. We don't know the events that y'all are putting on. That's on us, y'all. Because we know about these events, we knew about SGA Week well in advance. We had those graphics well in advance. So we got to push this out to our group meetings. We have to vocalize it. Union Board does a fantastic job at getting their events out there, right? Amen. Yes. All to the union boards. Love y'all. Union boards. The boards. So like, let's do a better job at like sharing these events and also sharing other organization events. I will say, sometimes Dahlia's messages do not appear in the SGA for whatever reason. It does not tell me that Dahlia messages me, but whenever I see it, we share it. So we need to help these other organizations. We need to prioritize our events. So we have 2 big weeks coming up soon. So I'll post that post 48 hours in advance, and then we start pubbing that day of, let's go, because that's our responsibility, and that's on us. So like I said last week, quarter graphic, that was on me. The poll graphic, that was definitely on me. But we need to start in every group meeting that we're in. I know we're like in like 17 bajillion because we're all really involved. So let's get these events out there. Let's really not give people the chance to say, oh, we didn't know, because, oh, we telling everybody, let's go. And we gonna work better on flyers. We get flyers out there. Amen. Love y'all.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. Do any other captains have a report?
I have a question.
Treasurer?
Yes, sir. Did you say that baseball tickets will not be available for big games?
Yeah.
Which big games?
I know for sure LSU.
Okay, well this says,
Well, just like, it's gonna be like drop tickets.
yeah, but this one says this includes games such as LSU, ULL, and ULM.
No, if you read above. No.
Yes, student ticket clubs will open starting February 14th to 9 a.m. for the entire 2022 season in the Lafayette Athletics Center.
We'll talk about it.
This includes games such as LSU.
We're going, baby.
I know it's not your fault, I'm just confused.
Sarah will email.
Awesome. All right. And regarding spreading events, my favorite union board member that spreads events, Senator Bender. He likes to put about 600 to 700 little GIFs on the story, and it's interactive and it's fun. And there's a union board event tonight. So, anyways, yeah, share those events. Okay.
Also, if we're having an event and you pub that event and you have a friend that sees that and they show up and they're like, "Where's my friend?" and then you're not there. Which I understand people have classes and stuff because like I'm busy as well. But let's like show up and show out for our board.
Thank you, Kelly. Yes, ma'am, Kiara.
Also, I just wanted to, going back to what Max said, it kind of sprinkling through exactly what Caroline said, and then just kind of like overall thing. So the main dates, announcements, and things that you find in the agreement are already said in meeting. And so if, like Gage said, y'all would just kind of focus your direct attention to the people speaking and give them that respect, just like that same respect is what you guys need to give them when they plan week-long events. It's just kind of crazy to me that we have these directors and we have all these, like, and when y'all write legislation, we don't give those members our full attention. And then you guys it's our job to find information for you, it's my job to find information for you, but it was given to yourself and you ignored it in meeting, and you didn't take the time out of, and after you ignored it, you didn't take the extra step to go find it. So, I'm not calling you lazy, I'm just saying you're not being respectful to the people that are trying their best to do their job. And honestly, if you don't want to be an SGA, you can come talk to me about it and we can get that figured out. Because I'm really kind of tired of the apathy that we have going on here and how it's everybody else's job to make you want to do yours. And we're not going to have that anymore. And we will award y'all a piece because y'all do a good job when you want to. So always want to. It shouldn't just be one person in SGA's job to make SGA Week happen. You guys should want to publicize the events, and then you should want to go to those events. Because you can say I've never been a part of something where the people inside of it want to fail more than the people on the outside of it. So let's support SGA and want to be a part of it inside instead of trying to bash on it constantly from the inside, because we make up SGA. So we must then be the problem with SGA if there is problems, correct? So we all need to try to do better and stop complaining so much about things when we can't even take the time out of our day to go to one SGA Week event and you have SGA in your mind.
Thank you, Madam President. Okay, we will continue now on to committee reports. Do any committee chairpersons have a report they wish to make? Excellent. Okay, hearing none, do any individual senators have a report they wish to make? Yes, sir, Mr. Bryan.
Thank you all for donating for the Miracle Man stuff. As y'all know, we couldn't fundraise as an organization, and so it really does mean a lot that y'all did send money eventually. But really, I hope y'all come out on Friday. It should be a lot of fun. The thing that won was stand up because it all said $1. Will we stand up? I hope it's fine. It should be a lot of fun. Come help support the children and
Thank you. Senator Bender. Yeah, anything you want to talk about, Chief?
Okay, this is SGA slightly related. February 18th, Union Board is doing Mardi Gras Mambo, and we're trying to get as many organizations as we can to build floats and participate in parades. We think it'd be awesome if SGA were involved, especially given that we have so many people on SGA. So I don't know who wants to.
Do we have to use a trailer? Can we use a truck?
Yeah, if you can use a truck, we will provide you 1,000 beads and some throwables and some light up little stick things. to throw, so unless you want.
If anybody is interested in coordinating this with SGA or like their department or anything like that, please come talk to me and let me know. I'm willing to help you all out as far as decorations and stuff goes, but we have to get it all sorted out, to make sure that we can actually do it. And
I cannot help you. I'm begging you, so please participate.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you want another report?
No. Oh. TLC, you have something to say?
Yeah, but also TLC is doing one, so it's gonna be fine if y'all don't.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, we have a senator in the back. Yes, ma'am.
Hey everybody, so ASA is trying to raise, African Student Association is trying to raise money for the organization. So this week we're having a raffle throughout the week, so you can come check it out at the Student Center. It's 50 cents per ticket, and we get 50% of whatever we make. It's a good deal. And also on Friday, we're gonna be having a seminar with an international student. Her name's Patsy, she graduated, but like she got a job. So if you just want to understand the way international students think a little bit more, or Africans, you can come to just see it out, or if you want to learn any career skill, because we're always pushing. So love to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you. And while any other senators have a report? Senator Goldsby.
Hey, this Thursday at 6 o'clock in the Hart Auditorium, the Philosophy Club is hosting a political debate. It is between political organizations on campus, and it is moderated, so it's not going to be like some crazy great all between the students who are angry about stuff. So if y'all want to see some actual, hopefully healthy discourse on political issues facing our country, that'll be really cool. 3 events to show up at the Power from 6 to 8 on Thursday, and there'll be a Q&A session at the end.
Thank you, Senator Goldsby. Yes, sir, Senator Sanford.
What's up, everybody? So next Tuesday, the 15th, right after an SGA meeting, is the Miss Louisiana Tech Pageant. We have some people who are involved in SGA that are at that event. So thinking on, like, yes, we have SGA events, we have like Suntos, and we involved with those. And we have members of SGA that are involved in other things as well. It's good for us to go support them. We have like Kelly, she's singing, we have
Wow.
we have other people, like, there's many people I think that are playing this event that are in this room right now. So after a meeting next Tuesday at 7 o'clock, it's $5 for just general admission, and then it's an extra $5 for VIP access. Please go support our people because, like you were all just preaching, you know.
It's $5 if you pre-order, that's a VIP ticket, it's $5 no matter what, the VIP gets you down front, so.
Yeah.
It's pre-order.
Nice.
Pre-order. Just that.
All right. Any other? Thank you, Senator Sanford. Do any other senators have a report they wish to make? Are you a senator? Former Senator Emeritus. Ms. Hurd, please go ahead. Thank you, Ms. Hurd. Yes, ma'am.
Tridelta Teacher having a philanthropy event on Monday. I don't know a lot of details, but Kelly Cole can tell you more. Kelly. Philanthropy event, yes. Which is really ironic because look who's, philanthropy. So, okay, sorry. Yeah, you too. So, Tridel and T are coming together. And because we both love the kids at St. Jude, so we're fundraising for the kids at St. Jude. And what are we doing, Sam?
We're selling chocolate-covered strawberries.
We're doing chocolate-covered strawberries. We're going to be at the Ale booth from 12 to 2 on Valentine's Day. So if you have a significant other or
One second, Kelly. Guys. Thank you, Kelly.
If you have, so 12 to 2 Ale booth in the student center, if you have a significant other or a loved one, and you would like eat half dozen chocolate covered strawberries, that's 6 strawberries for $5. It's 6 chocolate covered strawberries for $5. I saw a box of half dozen for $12 the other day. That's not us. $5 for the babies at St. Jude. Y'all y'all can come get some chocolate or strawberries for your significant other, for yourself, for your mom, for your dad, for your friends.
Excellent. Come support me and my Teak brothers. Okay, do any other senators have a report? If not, on final recognition on the Senate, one of our senators, Mr. K. Deloach, passes instrument final stage check. Give him a round of applause. That's a big deal. That's a hard one. One of the hardest. Okay, with that, if there's no other announcements, then everyone but the Senate is adjourned.
Make sure you take your plate.
And if you're graduating this board, text me right now, please.
If there's trash, I'm never do this again.
We will stand in recess for a brief moment. Meeting 85th Senate, regular meeting, February 8th, 2022 will come to order. At this time, does the Madam Secretary have a roll call?
Yes, I do. Okay, we're just gonna go through this again, because I haven't had time to do it, but just say your name whenever I ask you for you. David Black?
David Black.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind saying here whenever I call your name, my apologies. Emily Meany. Patrick Miller.
Here.
Anna Moscoso. Okay, Julia Payne.
Here.
Audrey Smith. Jay Freeman.
Here.
Lauren Hayes.
Here.
Trevor.
Here.
Walker. Andrew.
Here.
Sorry, that was rude. Harrison.
Here.
Stephanie.
Here.
Brennan. Oh no, I need that. Lauren Peters.
Here.
Camden.
Here.
Haley.
Here.
Abram.
Here.
Ian.
Here.
Allie. Smith.
Here.
Max. Brian.
Here.
Daniela. Here. Ankit.
Here.
Andrew.
Here.
Kate. Caroline. Here. Christiana.
Here.
Jaden. Cooper.
Here.
Caitlin.
Here.
Monet.
Here.
And Arnold. Okay. Total present 31, quorum yes, majority of present 17, and 2/3 21.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Hearing that the quorum has been met, we'll continue with business. For the first item of business will be item 3, which is the consent agenda, which is approval of the agenda as well as approval of the previous meeting minutes, that of February 8th, correction, that would be the previous meeting, that'd be February 1st. That is a correction, but alas. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Senator Clifton with the motion. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
All right. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes and consent agenda is approved. Okay, now on our first item of old business, we have for item 4A, consideration of the ISA matching funds request as approved by the Senate Appropriations Committee. Is there a motion to approve? Senator Sanford makes the motion. Is there a second to that motion? Second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move this matter to a vote. All those in favor to approve the matching funds request for ISA, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The ISA matching funds request is approved. All right. Item 4B, consideration of the Women in Aviation matching funds request as approved by the Senate Appropriations Committee. Is there a motion?
Motion.
We have a motion, Senator Sanford. Is there a second to that motion? We have a motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move this matter to a vote. All those in favor, please make known by saying aye.
Aye.
And the opposed with the same sign. The motion carries. All right. On to new business. Consideration of Senate Resolution 21-22-13 as submitted by Senator Cooper. At this time, Senator Cooper is recognized to present his resolution.
A resolution to recognize the excellent performances by the Louisiana Tech Regal Blues, the Louisiana Tech cheer team, and chant. Whereas the Regal Blues, Louisiana Tech cheer team, and chant worked extremely hard throughout the year in preparation for their national competitions. Whereas the Louisiana Tech Regal Blues competed in the United Dance Association National Competition in the D1-A division in both game day and hip hop divisions. Whereas the Regal Blues placed 10th place in hip hop at the competition. Whereas the Louisiana Tech cheer team competed in the United Cheer Association National Competition. Whereas chant performed with both the Regal Blues and Louisiana Tech cheer team. Therefore, be it resolved by the SGA Senate that the student body congratulates the Regal Blues, Louisiana Tech cheer team, and chant for their outstanding performances and accomplishments at nationals. Be it further resolved that suitable copies of this resolution be transmitted to Regal Blues head coach Caroline Milford, Louisiana Tech cheer team head coach Corey Brister, champ coordinators Wesley and Wayne Kirby, and any other parties deemed necessary.
All right, thank you, Senator Cooper. Is there a motion to adopt Senate Resolution 21-22-13 as read? I have a motion from Senator Bender. Is there a second to that motion? I have a sufficient second. Is there any discussion? Hearing no discussion on the motion to adopt, we'll now move this matter to a vote. All those in favor of the adoption of Senate Resolution 21-22-13, please say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? All right, the motion carries. Congratulations, Senator. No applause. Excellent. Oh, great. Come on. Okay, moving on to item 5B of the agenda, consideration of Senate Resolution 21-22-14 as submitted by Senator Clifton. At this time, Senator Clifton is recognized to read her resolution.
Okay, I also just sent some pictures and a grouping of the specific stairs, so y'all can go with those. Alrighty, a resolution conveys to your court for fixing the stairs on the pedestrian bridge, whereas the Louisiana Tech Student Government Association, referred to as the SGA, is the governing body of Louisiana Tech, whereas according to 1.03 AC of the Constitution of the SGA of Louisiana Tech, which is included in the list of purposes of the SGA to establish and execute such programs and projects beneficial to students, whereas pedestrian bridge is a highly traveled walkway connecting the main campus to the residential areas of campus, whereas the current stairs of the pedestrian bridge are crumbling, specifically one stair that does not have a guard to prevent slipping, whereas the safety of students walking the pedestrian bridge is compromised due to the deterioration of the stairs. Therefore, be resolved by the SGA Senate that the student body petition to the University Administration to pursue repaving and fixing the stairs on the pedestrian bridge. Be it further resolved that suitable copies of this resolution be transmitted to Les Guys, University President, Sam Wallace, Associate Vice President for Administration Facilities, and the other university personnel deemed appropriate.
Thank you, Senator. Would there be a motion to adopt Senate Resolution 21-22-14 as read?
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt by Senator Sanford. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
There's a motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move this matter to a vote on the issue of adoption of Senate Resolution 21-22-14. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The opposed? All right, Senate Resolution 21-22-14 is passed. Congratulations, Senator. And now, will there be any final announcements? Any final announcements? What? Let Elizabeth know if you're graduating. All right, this quarter. We are adjourned. Come see me if you had a bill pass or resolution passed.
Don't ignore me. And no, anybody that would